Hi, Tina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hi, John P. Good morning. How are you guys? Happy Monday, everyone. Are you saying aloha? I don't have my glasses on. You're saying ahaha. Okay. Hi, Tina. Kyogre's video featured Lucina. That's great. That's some good news. Good morning. How is everybody today? It's a beautiful morning. We went to the beach this morning. We saw the sunrise. It was gorgeous. Even with the clouds, it was beautiful. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. That noise is the garbage man. Oh, look who's here. Say hi to everybody. Daisy. Ugh, those curds are disgusting. Hi, Brylon. Hi, Stacy. Happy Monday, girl. John says hi to Tina. You're at the farm, John, or you're making a farm? Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow is tax day, everybody. Make sure you got your taxes done. I owe, so I owe today, pay them. I don't want to pay them, but I have to pay them. It's my responsibility. Hi, I am Bloodshed. Welcome. Are you having some coffee, Bloodshed? Everybody say good morning to I am Bloodshed. Hi, Foxy. Good morning. Say hi to Foxy and I am Bloodshed. And Brylon Farm. Stacy and John P. Hi, everyone. Dark roast. That's right. You like the dark roast, Bloodshed. Yep. Brylon says, hey, Foxy, Bloodshed. That noise you hear is the garbage truck. It's the garbage truck. Cheers, everybody. Perfect. Let's enjoy that. If you have coffee, enjoy that. Brylon, what's up? Nice to meet you. Yeah, Bloodshed, that's Brylon Farm. She's wonderful. Hug says, thank you, John. Hugs right back, my friend. Lots of love, John. Thank you. We love that you're here. Love and prayers to Foxy. I got you. I got Daisy here. Foxy's sad. Why are you sad, Foxy? Tina got covered in slime. Yuck. I am Bloodshed, says John. Good morning, brother, and lots of waves and thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Oh, these curtains out here are so gross. I just don't want to spend the money. John says, thanks. It's 1 p.m. here, but been up since morning. Oh, well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. And John, where is that again? Where are you at? I don't know why I thought you were in the Caribbean. Foxy lost 2 family members and one of my best friends. Daisy, no, baby. Sorry, you guys. Daisy's doing silly stuff. Daisy's being silly. What are you doing? Stop it. Open the door. You're open the door. I'm sorry, you guys. That's Daisy being silly. Okay, Foxy says, I've lost 2 family members and one of my best friends these last 5 months. And you also got married, right? You also got married. So I'm sorry for your losses, and I'm sure that's really super hard. So when you're sad, you focus on the fact that you just got married. You should be happy about that. Hi, West Country. Everybody say hi to West Country. Tina says, surf's up, Kelly. I'm sorry for your losses, Foxy. It's very sad. But when you start to feel sad, start thinking about how happy you are because you just got married. Brylon Farm says, so sorry, Foxy. Life of Triplets. Hey, how are you? Everybody say hi to Life of Triplets. Tina says, Foxy, you just got married. Why would you lose one? I don't know what that means. West Country says hi to everybody. Life of Triplets, how are you? I'm good. How about yourself? Brylon Farm says, welcome, Life of Triplets. Beautiful and amazing. Thank you. You're dealing with a lot. You are, Foxy. That's a lot on top of everyday life. So don't be so hard on yourself. Allow yourself to be sad. Just don't stay there. You're allowed to be sad with all that loss. You're allowed to be sad. And I understand. But focus also that you have people here that love you and care about you. Thank you, West Country. You should try to focus on the positive stuff. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of thinking. And when you have so much, stuff like that going on, it's easy to go that way. So don't be so hard on yourself. Allow yourself to be sad. Anne says, good morning, everyone. Hi, Anne. Life of Triplets, I'm adding you as a moderator so that you, if you want to connect to Life of Triplets, you can. Blessed Mama, good morning. How are you, wonderful, beautiful lady? Oh, thank you, Bloodshed. Thank you. Anne, I'm good. How about you? Good morning, Anne. My friend Anne. Foxy says he'll be right back. Foxy, take all the time you need. No one says how long it takes to grieve, you know, and if you have that many losses, you got a lot going on in your head, buddy. It's okay. It's okay to feel those feelings. Blessed Mama says, hi, West Country. You worked on your diamond painting for 2 hours. Oh, nice. Nice. Life of Triplets says hi. Tina says, we're going to hear too much noise on May 27th. Life of Triplets says, thank you so much. You're welcome. West Country says, hi, Life of Triplets. West Country. Life of Triplets says hello. Larry. Good morning, Daisy. Beautiful day. Yeah, hi, Larry. Everybody say hi to Larry. Ann says hi, Larry. Hi, Mike the Bike Dasher. Mike's here, everybody. Say hi to Mike. West Country says hi, Larry. Ann says hi, Life of Triplets. Larry says hello, chat. I am Bloodshed, says Larry. Good morning, brother. Ann says hi to Larry. Life of Triplets gives us emojis. Mike says hello, Larry. I am Bloodshed, says Mike. Good morning. Life of Triplets. Everyone, please join me. I've full spot you return. Mike the Bike Dasher says hello, Bloodshed. West Country says hi, I'm Mike the Bike Dasher. Excuse me, you guys. And Ann says typing too slow makes typos. So does typing too fast. Any plans today? No. I have to pay my taxes today, and I have a bunch of little things to get done. Just today, we're doing this, and we'll be doing puzzles tonight. Ann says hi, Brown Farm. Mike says hi, Life of Triplets. I connected to your channel. Larry says it's a good morning. It's so good to have my coffee and Daisy May. Oh, Larry, thank you. That's so sweet. I love that you're here to have coffee with me or tea. Ann says, yeah, I pay 0 taxes. You lucky girl. You lucky girl. Mike says, hello, Mudlarks. Tina says, I just got on my vacation. Where are you, Tina? Because I have 0 income. Oh, I have a pension. And I have a pension from my work. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing, right? It got warm yesterday, almost too warm, really? What's too warm? Brylan says, hi, Ann and all. Ann says, I don't. Bloodshed says, let's go smash that like button for Daisy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Life of Triplets. I am Bloodshed. Ann says, oops. 81 to 82. Yeah, that's warm, but it's almost, I hear you. I agree with your analysis there. Warm, almost too warm. I gotcha. We had about 80 yesterday. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, 81, 82 is tolerable, but once it gets like a little higher, it is hot. I agree with you. I don't like summer down here, but I did love summer back home. Cheers, everybody. Tea time. Enjoy. So Daisy and I walked to the beach this morning, and guess what else we saw at the park? We saw a blue jay. First thing this morning, a beautiful blue jay. Larry says, but I mean, it was nice. We had a good breeze. Oh, that's beautiful. That's nice, Larry. That's so nice. Tina says, now that is going to be feeling like 100 degrees on Chrome's birthday. Too hot. Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Everybody say hi to Jamie Brown, our friend from across the pond. Welcome, Jamie. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Life of Triplets is sending us love. Thank you, Life of Triplets. Larry says, hello, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, Mike. Mike the Bike Dasher gives us emojis. Thanks, Mike. Jamie says, hi to Larry. Tina says, what's that? Burns my body. Ann says, hi, Jamie. I am Bloodshot is having coffee. I'm going to pull up a chair. Hi, Bloodshot. Ann says, look at this beautiful cup of tea, you guys. Isn't it beautiful? It's delicious. Join me. Ann says, me too. Nice. Welcome in, everybody. Please hit that like button if you guys are watching us and you would like us. Or you like the view. Or you like whatever. You like that you're here with us. Show us some love by hitting that like button. Thank you so much. Tina says, I should get in the water if it's hot on the birthday. So that way I don't get burned. Okay, Tina. Title Pro. Hello, Daisy May. Hello, Title Pro. Good morning and welcome. I am Bloodshot says, hi, Ann's Place. Awesome channel. I connected to you, my friend. All these channels are wonderful, you guys. Check everybody out in the chat. Title Bro says, like button smashed. Smashed. Thank you, Title Pro. Thank you. Jamie says hi to Ann. Ann says, I got the dirtiest look from Miss Tantrum. If you guys don't know, Miss Tantrum is her kitty cat. One of her kitties. And she says, because I grabbed her face and kissed it all over. She was not impressed. At least you could do it. You can't do that to our cat. She'll take your face off, our cat. Larry, I've got a bad sunburn in the water. You did? You got sunburn? Do you have an aloe plant, Larry? Put some aloe on it. If you guys don't have an aloe plant, next time you're out and about, buy one. Even a small one. It's really good for burns. Yeah, before. Okay, Larry, gotcha. Ann says, I got her unaware. Or she would have slapped you with her nails. Potato broke your poster. Sorry, Tina. So you fixed it. Yeah. That's funny. Well, thanks you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone. Skids. Hi, Skids. Everybody say hi to Skids. Welcome, buddy. Larry says, my mom had one. I accidentally killed it. Too much water. Oh, you gave the aloe too much water? Yeah, you pretty much let them sit dry. You only give them a little drink once in a great while. Skits, whoever gifted me the membership, thank you. Welcome, my friend. Skits is here, everyone. Skits is our new member, everyone. Ann says, hi, Title Pro. Ann says, hi, Skits. Skits is playing with emojis. Aren't they pretty? Blessed Mama sending us emoji. Thank you. I am Bloodshed. Still having our coffee and our tea. Welcome, Skits. Welcome as a member. I'm still working on the perks. Bear with me. Ann says, hi, Blessed Mama. Skits, I love that you love the emojis. Robin was summoning storms when something Fire Emblem. All right, Tina. We're not going to be talking Pokemon stuff because I don't understand it. Skits says, hi, Ann. Happy Monday, my friend. Yeah, happy Monday, Skits. West Country says, hey, Blessed Mama. I am Bloodshed said, let's go smash that like button for Daisy. Please do hit the like. Thank you. Skits says, thank you, Daisy. How's your morning tea? It's delicious. I'm getting down there, but it is delicious. Thank you. And happy Monday to you, Skits. Welcome, welcome. Tina says, oh, Robin, do you mind if I get you breakfast? You go right ahead, Tina. Let's just not talk about the Pokemon stuff. West Country says, hello, Lucina, the fan of Fire Emblem, our friend Tina. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. And I'm going to pull up a chair right now. Title Pro says, hi, Ann. Ann says, I'm eating a little and only healthy stuff as of today. So feeling a bit grumpy. But I'll get used to the food change soon, I'm sure. I'm sure you will, Ann. Title Pro says, hello, group. Sounds like we have a FedEx truck around. Larry says, I had the worst nightmare last night. You did? You want to talk about it? West Country says, hi, Title Pro. Oh my goodness, turn that off. Thank you. Brylan says, hello, Title Pro. Welcome, everybody. Larry had a nightmare. Oh, that's terrible. Title Pro says, hey, West. Larry says, no, it was scary. I hate when you have those scary dreams. Tina says, rain started on her. Title Pro says, hey, Brylan. Oh, Larry, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't like when you have those scary dreams, when you wake up and you remember them like that. Oh. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here, by the way. Happy Monday. All right, all right, all right. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Larry says, I don't dream too much, but boy, when I do, it's extreme. Oh, I'm so sorry, Larry. Larry says it's okay. Thank you, West Country. It's a nice place. And says Miss Tantrum grabbed her stomach pole So Louie grabbed her back, the same way acting like she's a scratch pole. She's got very angry. Oh no. Robin, I made breakfast myself. Good, Tina. Skits. Does water not scare you, Daisy? I like the water. I do like the water. I don't know how to swim though, but I like to look at it. My imagination is like, there's a huge monster in there. No, no, it doesn't scare me. Mm-mm. I wouldn't go crawling in there. That's just a canal. That's actually ocean water. It rises and falls with the ocean. It's gonna be a nice day. Yeah, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, you guys. Come and sit down with me. We can chat a little bit. I'm having this fantastic cup of tea. How far away is the sea? It's 3/4 of a mile from here to the water. 3/4 of a mile. It's very close. The lakes around here, it's nasty anymore. Oh, I bet. Yucky yuck. Oh, nice. Not too far. No, it's not far at all. If you're a young person, you could probably walk there in 10 minutes. I can make it in about 12 to 13 minutes. And that is right to the ocean. In the last few years, the swimming area has closed a few times. Oh, for like bacterial. Yeah, I've heard of that. Skid says, I think on my BMX, I could do it in 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. You definitely could do it. You could do it in 2 minutes. There's a salmonella. Yuck. Yeah. Sorry for the plane, you guys. There's a plane. It's the plane. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for being here. Ann says, ha, ha, ha. I just found out what the translation for our area name is here. Tobacco farm? Skits, I ain't getting on no plane. I hear ya, especially a little one like that. There was just a small plane crash in Boca. And did you see that one, the helicopter crash in the Hudson River? Oh my goodness. Skid says, was there really? Is everyone okay? No, all 3 people on the plane died. It happened like Friday, maybe? I forget. Ann says, must have been a tobacco farm here before it became part of the suburbs. Yeah. Larry, I've been hearing about a few new ID. Yes, it's called Real ID. Yes, it is. Skid says, no, that's so sad. It's very sad. And yes, it did happen. Hi, Nature Guy. Nature Guy Eric, how are you, my friend? How you feeling today? Skid says, rest in peace to everyone involved. Yes, indeed, Skids. For sure, rest in peace. What happened where? We're talking about a plane crash. There was a small plane crash in Boca Raton, which is just north of us. Like Friday. I think it was Friday. Nature says, I'm feeling pretty good today. How are you? Oh, that's great. I'm good. I'm so good. Thank you so much. We walked to the beach this morning. Ann says, oh, it's so sad. It is. Hello, Lucy. Everybody say hi to Lucy from Lucy Warren's World. Nature Guy says, hi, Ann. Hello, Ann. Hello, Eric. Nature Guy says hi, Ann. Ann says hi, Nature Guy. Nature Guy says hi, Lucy. Larry says hello, Lucy. Lucy, I love your name. That's a name I always love. If I ever get another girl dog, it's going to be Lucy. Hi, Andy. Andy says hi, everyone. Nature Guy says Ann has fun lives. Ann is wonderful. Ann is such a warm, caring, funny lady. Tina says help. Nature Guy says hi, Larry. Hello, Larry. Good morning from Maine. Hi, Greg. Everybody say hi to our friend Greg from Maine. Welcome in, my friend. Good morning. Happy Monday. Tina says it's a thunderstorm. I can't talk. Tina says there's a thunderstorm happening to the dog. Nature Guy says, morning, Greg. You're home. No, you're from my home. Where at? He's in Rangeley. He says, I'm in Rangeley. Ann says, I got woken up at 5 a.m. by Miss Tantrum, frantically jumping on my chest, trying to wake me. Turned out she turned a half a cup of coffee over on my PC desk. She wanted me to stop it running down to the floor. Aw, what a smart little girl. And you guys says, oh, I know right where that is. Greg says, I'm a transplant from Connecticut. He's from Connecticut. Nature Guy says, welcome to the chat. Yeah, welcome to the chat, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nature says, Guy says, I was born in Sanford. Sanford, Maine, or Sanford, Florida? I'm assuming you mean Maine. No, be sorry for me when woken up early each morning. You're right, Ann. Nature Guy says Sanford, Maine. Oh, I gotcha. Tina, why would you do this stupid stuff to the house? Nature Guy, I tried to sleep and my dog wouldn't let me. Aw. Larry, have you guys ever seen the channel with the cat and the baby? It's so cute. I don't know, Larry. I've seen a few of them. A few channels with cats and dogs and babies. It's so cute. Isn't it beautiful? Adorable, Larry. Ann says, thanks, nature guy. Greg says, lots of ice on that big lake up here. Over 24 inches thick. Ew. Larry says, the cat saved the baby. Oh, I don't know if I ever saw that. Nature guy says he slept in. I tried to sleep in, but my dog wouldn't let me. Gotcha. And be sorry for me, being woken up early. How's the PC, Ann? Yeah, how is it, Ann? Was it okay? Are you on it now? Cat saved the baby. That's awesome. Nature guy says, I used to love ice fishing. And says, nature guy, I can't get enough sleep with this rescued cat from Iraq. She's a handful. And he says, that's a lot of ice. Sure is. 24 inches? Larry says, I think it's AI channel. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Got a plane. La plane, la plane. It is tea time, you guys. I still have some left. All right, where was I? Hold on. Nature guys, I live by Lake Sebago. Greg says, I've got to work at 10. Just wanted to say hello. Take care, everyone. Thanks, Greg. Have a good day. So nice to see you. Everybody say bye to Greg. Be careful at work. Ann says, hi, Andy. Greg said, great lake, nature. Tina says, Chrome, you do this. Lucina, the dog is naughty. All right, Tina. Nature guy says, Ann, my dog barks and wakes me up at 6 a.m. Nature guy says, take care, Greg. Good seeing ya. Yeah, good seeing you, Greg. Ann says, nature guy, she wakes me anytime between 3 and 5. What a little bugger. Each morning. Ann says, yes. Ann messaged you earlier. Well, if you know Ann that well, we can put you as blue guy, Andy. Okay. Nature guy says, that's up to you, Greg. Ann says, I will check, Andy. Andy says, later, Greg. Tina says, don't steal my thunder. And I am caught up in the chat. Grab a cup of coffee and come and sit with me. I have some left. Let's chat. This is nice, everybody. Thank you. Hi, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, everyone. Everybody, make sure you check out Jamie. Nature guy says, yeah, mine's used to getting me up early. So on days when I try to sleep in, she won't let me. Yeah. Animals are creatures of habit, you guys. Larry says, one thing about the barking dog at 6 a.m., you don't need a rooster. That's true, Larry. That's true. Andy says, thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Nicole. Everybody say hi to Nicole. The Grind with Nicole. Check her out, everybody. Hardworking young lady. Nicole says, good morning. Nature guy says, Larry, I have 4 roosters, but I don't really hear them inside. Really? Andy says, may I connect to everyone in chat? Of course. Nature guy says, my rooster starts at 3 a.m. Oh, no, really? Nature guy says, hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Everybody check out Nicole. Larry says, I miss having chickens. Pull up a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and come and sit with me. And please hit the like button, everyone. Smash that like button. Nicole says, hi to the chat. Good morning, Daisy. Hi, Nicole. How are you today? Happy Monday. Nature guy says, I have 40, Larry. You have 40 chickens? Are they just egg-laying chickens, or are they chickens you eat? Larry says, too many dogs have chickens. Too many dogs have chickens. Tina says something I don't know. Nicole says, hey, nature guy. Nature guy says, started with 6, but you know, chicken math. No, I really don't. I really don't. You could explain. Mostly for eggs. Great. Ann says, Andy, I answered you. Thank you. Oh, nice, Ann. Nicole says, I'm well, just waking up. Well, good morning, Nicole, and thanks for stopping in. Ann says, hi, Nicole. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Smash that like button if you would. The Grind says, hey, Ann. Everybody check out all these cool people in the chat. Say hello, stop by, watch a video or short. Andy says he just got it, Ann. Nature Guide chicken math is I wanted 4 chickens, but if a guy wants me to have 8, then it's 16. Wow, really? Thank you, Nicole. Love the boats. Yeah, me too. Would you like a quick look around, everybody? We have our beautiful tree here. We have some boats. It's all right, Daisy. What's the matter? All right. Let me catch up, you guys. Hold on, okay? Excuse me, you guys. All right, let's see. Ann says, Nature Guy, I started with about 4. I started with 4 about 3 years ago. Nature Guy said, Nicole has a good channel. She has fun pool nights too. Yes, yes. I've watched her play pool. Absolutely. Larry says, my grandma and grandpa used to have these chickens that looks like an alien with feathers on their legs. That's cool, Larry. You had aliens. And says, I'm at 28 and 7 chicks. The Grind with Nicole says, thank you, Nature Guy. Andy says, do you have a boat? That must be cool. We do not. We do not have a boat. Nature Guy says, we just had 14 more chicks. He's got some babies. Tina says, stop stealing my thunder, Tina. Tina, you be nice. Nature Guy says, 13. Nature Guy sold a ton of hatching eggs. Nice. Nature Guy says, what breeds do you have, Ann? Yeah, that's another thing. Like, there's all different kinds of chickens. There's different colors. All right. She says Australorps and Rhode Island Reds, Nature Guy. And I am caught up, you guys. We have another plane. Don't forget your cup of tea, guys. Have a seat. Hi, Billiard Baggo. Billiard Baggo's in the house, everyone. Stopped in to watch your ads. Thank you. Billiard Baggo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Everybody say hi to Billiard Baggo. Our great guy on the puzzles. Hold on, guys. Sorry, you guys. My neighbor's having some bad language. Thank you, Billiard Baggo. Nature Guy says, I started with Red Stars, then Rhode Island Reds, then Jersey Giants, then Silver Lace Wyandotte. Got a Polish by accident, now Brahms. All right. Ann says, and somebody convinced me to enter my rooster in a competition as he is so beautiful. Don't know how or what, but I'll find out. Nature Guy says hi to Billiard. Nature Guy says, I actually like the Brahmas the best, but they're the big ones. I'm learning about chickens. I really don't know much about them. I've seen the Polish chickens very colorful, says Title Pro. Mm, this tea is delicious, you guys. Polish are so cute, they're so small. So Brahmas are the biggest and Polish are the smallest. Is that correct? And says, I saw pictures of them the other day and told hubby I want some. And he said, don't be crazy, you have enough animals. You have enough animals, Ann. What's a couple more? Nature Guy says, mine was a kleptomaniac, LOL. She would take everything from your hands. Ann said, Brahmas. I meant. Okay, cool. I think Polish are one of the smallest. I'm not sure if they're the smallest. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said that. I'm sorry. They're small ones, yeah. And said they look beautiful chickens, Kelly. Really? My friend used to have chickens. He had black ones, and I think he had white ones. Now, when you go down to the Keys and other parts of Florida, they just run wild. They're just in the wild. Ann says she can't type today. Nature Guy says, I have splash blue buff and now lavender Brahmas. I don't know what that means, but what do you mean by lavender Brahmas? Hawaii is covered with wild chickens. Yes, Hawaii is. And so is a lot of Florida. You go down to the Keys, they're all over the place, just everywhere. And other places in Florida as well. I can't type any day, Ann. Andy says LOL. Ann says, keep missing words because my ring goes way faster than my two fingers. Yep. Billiard Bagel, I wanted to get chickens last year, but I just finished building the house and I don't want to build a coop. Maybe next year. One thing I did hear about chickens, you guys, is they're a lot of work. And it's like your pets, like you can't just go away and leave them. They need to be cared for. Nature Guy says those are color variations. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Hold on, guys. Sorry, you guys. My neighbor's talking and he's swearing and Billiard Bagel, I've been burnt out on building, but yeah, eventually. I understand. I understand. Ann says, Billiard, you can buy a pre-made coop nowadays. The Grind with Nicole. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Catch you later. Bye, Nicole. Thank you so much for stopping in. Everybody check out The Grind with Nicole. Have a good day, Nicole. Thank you so much. Brylon Farms is going on mute for my AM Zoom. Home to chat later. You got it, Brylon. Thank you. Andy says there's a lot of work goes into having pets. Absolutely. Chickens are easy, but you have to make sure they're protected. But other than that, just food and water. Well, I was watching Cat and Jack, Cat and Jack, and she was getting ready to go away or something for the weekend, and she said she wants chickens, but she doesn't want the work of the chickens. And that made me stop and think, like, Yeah, you have to, even if you're gone on vacation, right? Nature's guy says if you build coops, that's the hard part, which I'm so done with. Anne says, oh, we were woken at 1 a.m. Sunday with neighbors about 15 meters away in the street shouting at each other, accusing one another of killing their wives. What? That's crazy, Anne. Billy Bagel says, yes, Anne, I looked at it a lot. They just seem so expensive and look cheap. Andy says, really, Anne? Peter says, really, Anne? That's crazy. Billy Bagel says, there are some nice ones for big bucks, of course, right? And if you know how to build stuff and put stuff together, yeah, you could do it a lot cheaper and probably nicer, too. Nature Guy says, really, Anne? That's crazy. Billy Bagel, big bucks, that's right. Anne says, yes, we don't know what that was about, but it went on for 2 hours. Oh, my God. Larry says, we used to pay kids to feed our animals when we went camping. That's a good idea. Yep, teach kids responsibility and pay them. Nature Guy says, yeah, I can't leave for a vacation unless I find a caretaker. Yeah, right? You could up and go and take your dog with you, but not your chickens. Larry said, but their parents would help them. Well, that's nice. That's nice, though, teaching them a little responsibility. Ann says, me neither, Nature Guy. Andy says, and they had been drinking. Did they actually have wives? Or had they been drinking? Right. Were they drinking, and do they really have wives? That's a good point, Andy. Nature Guy says, if you can make a box, you can make a chicken coop. Yeah, I believe you. Ann says, yeah, they have wives, which we didn't see for a while now. If they are drinking, we don't know. Nature Guy says, our egg sales pay for the food. Oh, I bet. We didn't go close, just listen. I got you, Ann. Playing nosy neighbor without letting them know you're playing nosy neighbor, right? That's it. Come on, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea. Come and sit with me. Let's have a little chat. And thank you for being here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I sure did. Did you guys see our golf cart ride yesterday? It was so fun. Ann says, yeah, I also don't know if we should let anyone know what was said or not. Wow, yeah. Thank you, Lucy. Hi, Jonathan. Jonathan says hi to Ann. Jonathan says hi to Ann and Nature Guy. Good morning. I'm sorry, here he is again with his big mouth. I hear this guy every day, all day. He just thinks everybody wants to hear his conversations. He's walking around with the phone in his hand, talking on speakerphone. He's just. Hold on, okay, you guys. All right, sorry about that, you guys. He just keeps talking. Jonathan says hi to Lucy. Ann says, I mean, it could just be nonsense because they were drunk, maybe, or it could be true. Wow. Ann says hi to Jonathan. Billiard Bango says, I checked out your Etsy yesterday. Very nice. Will you have any Mother's Day cards? I was trying to get Mother's Day cards. I couldn't find any. I will not. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm so sorry. I wish I did because that's what I said. I said that months ago. I've been trying for months. I'm sorry. But thank you for checking it out. I appreciate that. Tina says, perhaps you should come indoors. No, I'm not. Andy says, I must pop out. Have a great day, guys. I've sent you all subs. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for being here, Andy. Everybody say bye to Andy. And check out Andy's channel. Have a good day, Andy. Ann says, one of them is a wife beater. We often hear him beat her, and she'd cry for help, but haven't heard her in weeks. Well, that's a little scary, Ann. Ann says, you too, Andy. Billiard says, no worries. I just thought it would be cool. It would be cool. I'll try to get them for next year. I do have some for Halloween coming up. Thank you, Billiard Bag. Oh, that's so kind. Tina says, would you mute that? I'm not going in, Tina. Stop that. Everything's all right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. Happy Monday, everyone. Hi, Foxy. Welcome back. And since the world is strange, it's all I'm going to say. Excuse me. You're right. The world is strange, Anne. Your neighbor was oblivious. Yeah, he's a pain in the butt. Anne says, hi, Foxy. It's okay when he can talk, but I don't want to hear his conversation. And it's all the time. It's not just once in a while. But I'm not even going to say what he is. Just forget I said anything. Foxy says, how are y'all doing? I'm doing good, Foxy. How are you? Welcome back. Are you feeling a little better? I hope so. We have another plane over top of us. We have a cute bird. And says, I once overheard a guy making an appointment with his mistress, then heard him lie to his wife. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness, Ann. That's crazy. Foxy says, a little better since my son and I are playing chess. Oh, that's great, Foxy. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're a little better. Have fun playing chess. Have fun. Enjoy that with your son. Make those memories. And when he left to go meet the girlfriend, I told her where to go follow him. You did. They divorced soon after. Oh my goodness. Did you really tell her? You're hilarious. I have 1 minute on my clock and he has 10. All right. Anne says, yes, of course. You really did tell her? Oh my God. That's funny. Good for you, though. Good for you. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. We have another plane up in the air. One plane after another plane after another plane. Foxy says, I get an extra 30 seconds if he makes a mistake. All right. Ann says, it turned out, hold on. Sorry, you guys, I don't want to talk over that plane. Ann says, it turned out that he already bought a house for the other one, and they were planning to move in together after he found a way to divorce his wife without having to pay her half of everything he owns. Of course they do. They always try to scam you. Foxy says, we agreed on that. That's good, Foxy. B, happy Monday, everyone. Hi, B. Everybody say hi to B, our friend. Ann says he lost the newly bought house too, because the law says he has to share everything bought while married. That's a good one. That's karma, hitting you right in the butt. Stay indoors if you please if the noise comes. Thank you, Tina. Smash that like button if you guys would, and thank you so much. I'm getting hungry. Needless to say, he hates you. Oh well. Hello, Share Bear. Good morning, young lady. How was your weekend? Everybody say hi to Share Bear. Hi, Daisy. You guys want to see Daisy for a minute? Look at how beautiful she is. Hey. Ann says, I believe women should look out for each other. Absolutely, Ann, I agree with you. Share Bear's playing with my emojis. Thank you, Share Bear. Title Pro says, hey, Share Bear. Ann says, just like men do with their buddies. That's right. Mm-hmm. Foxy says, beautiful. Thank you, Foxy. Share Bear says, good morning to everyone in the house. Foxy says, be right back. Got a winning chest. Good luck, Foxy. Ann says, hi, Share Bear. B says, hello, Share Bear. Hello, everyone. B says, oh, sweet Daisy. Excuse me. Yes, indeed. That is my Daisy. Ann says, hi, B. Jamie says, hi, Foxy. Jamie says, hi to B. Everybody say hi to Jamie. Jamie and B. Jamie also says, hi, Share Bear. What are you doing, Daisy? You want to say hello? Say hello. Say hi. Don't be stubborn. Hello. That's Daisy, you guys. You guys know her. Ann says hi, B. Jamie says hi, Foxy. Jamie says hi, B. Jamie says hi, Share Bear. And Share Bear says, good morning, Jamie Brown. And says, men here often just leave their wives and 7 kids and move in with a younger woman. The wives don't work, so then she sits with 7 kids and no income. Disgusting men. No income? They don't have to pay for those children they leave behind? Do they pay child support? Wow. They do those things here too. And it's not just limited to men, women do it too. If he doesn't divorce, he doesn't have to give her a thing. So he stays married and just goes and lives with someone else? Wow. Scammers, right? That's terrible. And clever. Oh, right on. Right on. Hello, everyone. Grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Come and join me. Come and sit with me. The only good news is he's going out on his boat. Yay! Golf clap. Lisa says good morning. Everyone say hi to Lisa. Smiles a lot. Hello, Lisa. And says, my question is this. What kind of a woman wants a man like that? Exactly. Exactly right, Ann. Lisa smiles a lot. Hi, how are ya? Everyone say hi to Lisa. Hi, Sebastian. Welcome, Sebastian. Ann says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Sebastian. Title Pro says, oh, yes. We men are just so disgusting. No, 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 no. No, no. Title Pro, no. Mm-mm. The ones that do what Ann's saying. The ones that do what Ann is saying. Not all men, no, absolutely not. There's a lot of good men out there. There's a lot of disgusting women, too, that do the same thing, right? But it doesn't make all men and women, no. Nope, sorry, Title Pro, I don't mean it that way. Lisa says, had a rough night, but doing okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Sebastian says, hey, Ann's place. Ann says, not all men are just the ones that are. That's right. That's right. No offense to any of our guys here. We love you guys. Sebastian says, how are you all? Ann says, yes, I know women that's even worse. Yeah, women and men. But not all women and men, no. Mm-mm. There's a lot of good eggs. B says, you'd be surprised. People lie to their others and are deceitful about their life circumstances to get what they want. That's true, B. That's true. You're right. Title Pro says, no offense taken, just being real. Oh, absolutely. And I should have clarified that. She was talking about, a man that leaves his wife and 7 kids, doesn't divorce the wife, but goes with another woman and doesn't pay child support or whatever to help the lady with those kids. That is what we're talking about. Not just men and women. B says, I am well, thank you. How are you, Sebastian? Sebastian says, hey, B, not too bad. Nice to be here hanging out with y'all. Thank you, Sebastian. Thanks for being here. Happy Monday, everybody. We have Monday, April 14th, 2025. We have 74 degrees. Yeah, see? 74. $74 degrees. Daisy, please may I borrow the white yacht? Sure. Sure you can. Of course you can. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. And says, I have a husband that bends over backwards to support my sons that aren't even his. He will move mountains to be there for them, and their own dad doesn't care a bit. That's good, Ann. B says, this is definitely a cool hangout spot. Very warm space. Thank you, B. Thank you for being here as well. Sebastian says, Ann, he sounds a very special man. Yes, Ann. Ann's got a keeper there. Title Pro says 74 degrees is nice, but when it gets over 80 degrees, I go back inside. I hear you, Title Pro. I hear you. I don't like the heat either, you guys, but I'm stuck with it because I live here for now. Ann says, he's a rare, kind Sebastian. That's right, Ann. You hit the husband jackpot. And you got lucky to find a man that cares. Absolutely. She's got a wonderful man. There's a lot of good people out there, you guys. You just have to find them. We have another plane, you guys. Can you see it? Taking off? There it goes. This guy's packing up for the day, hopefully. Wanna play nosy neighbor? Play nosy neighbor. And so she found him 98 kilometers away. Daisy, what time is it where you are? It is 9:22 a.m. 9:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Ann says, I had to look very far. Yeah, but it was worth it, right, Ann? That's wonderful. I'm glad. I'm happy for you, Ann. You deserve it. You really do deserve it. Hit that like button if you guys would. If you're just sitting and watching, could you please hit the like button for us? It changes everything. Ann says, absolutely. Imagine if there was no internet, then I'd never have known him. That's right. I wouldn't know you. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you from my patio. Right? Sometimes the internet is for good stuff. Look at that beautiful sky. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that really pretty? You guys, if you would smash that like button, show YouTube that you like us. It changes everything with the algorithm. A comment, a thumbs up. Thank you, and thank you. And says exactly, life brings us the good too, right? Yep. Life is full of good stuff and bad stuff. Yep. Good stuff and bad stuff. Hills and valleys. My mom still says there's always going to be hills and valleys. You go up, 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 and then you're going to slide down a little bit. Get up, brush yourself off, and keep going. Ann says that tree to the left looks like two praying hands to the sky. It kind of does. Yeah, it does. Sebastian says, Daisy, I met you on Yogi's channel, I think. I think so too, Sebastian. I love Yogi. Yogi's a great guy. Thank you for being here, Sebastian. Ann says, beautiful trees. Yes. me show you another one, Anne. This is a tree I really, really love. See that tree over here? This one. I love that tree. And the only thing I can see is the top of it. But it's just so pretty. And look at this one. This one right here. It almost looks like somebody standing there, like a body, doesn't it? It is beautiful, isn't it? It really is. You know how much I love my trees. And we used to have a beautiful palm tree right there. And they took it down and gave us this. All right. I hope you like the trees. You know how much I love trees. You know, I never put two and two together that I loved the trees until just recently. And because I love trees too. I've always thought they know all the secrets of life. If only they could talk. Yeah, because they've been around forever, right? A lot of them have just been around forever. Sebastian says, Anne's place. I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Nature Dog Realms. She says, good morning, Kelly and everyone. Everyone say hi to Nature Dog Realms. You know our friend Chris. She's having a live today at 11 Mountain Time, everybody. Adjust your time accordingly. Sebastian says, hey, Nature Dog Realms, lovely to see you. It is lovely to see you. I hope you had a good Sunday, Nature. I hope you had a good night's sleep. Nature says, thank you. You're welcome. You guys, I don't know if you've noticed or saw it, but I'm doing a new segment. It's called Sunday Member of the Week, where every Sunday I'm going to highlight a member's channel and do a little in-depth viewing of it. And this week, it's Nature Dog Realms. Tune in next week, Sunday at midnight, to find out who is that week's member of the week. Nature says, hello, Sebastian. Anne says, yes, we have a tree in South Africa that is like 6,000 plus years old. What? That's amazing, Anne. Anne says, Sunland, a tree that has been carbon dated to be as old as 6,000 years. The Sunland land we're talking about is located in a town called Devil's Valley. Wow. Nature says, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you for being one of our members. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for being here. Happy Monday. I appreciate you guys. If you stop by and say hello, if you chat, if you hit the like button, I just love that you're here. Anne says, the tree is massive and so majestic, standing very proudly. I'll bet it is. I'm gonna try to look it up. Knuckles here. Knuckles says, good morning, Mrs. Daisy. Good morning, Knuckle Busted Numbskull. Everybody say hi to our friend Knuckle. Share Bear says hi to Nature and Knuckle and Sebastian. Knuckle says, good morning, everyone, and hi to Share Bear. Sebastian says, Anne sounds fascinating. I'll have a Google later. Me too. Sebastian says, hey, Share Bear. Sebastian says, hey, Knuckle. Knuckle says, how are you this fine morning, Mrs. Daisy? I'm great. I'm doing wonderful. How are you? I am doing wonderful. Happy Monday. Knuckle says, not too shabby. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Feeling maybe a little iffy on the looks. What does that mean? Means you didn't make yourself up yet? You got your just get out of bed look? Nature says hi, Knuckle. Ann says hi, Knuckle. Knuckle says kind of scary when I see myself in the mirror. Come on now. Oh, he's going bye-bye. All right. Nature Dog Realm says, Share Bear, good morning. And says, I wonder if it will grow here. I don't know how to say that kind of tree, Ann. Knuckle says, hi to Nature, hi to Ann. And LOL. Ann says, I imagine if I can get it to grow here, it will be thousands of years later. Wow. That's amazing. Guess what Daisy and I saw this guy, you guys? Oh, look, he's taking the dogs. He's getting the dogs on the boat. All right, he's leaving. We can watch him leave. You guys want to watch him leave? How's that? Sure. UFO? Get what to grow? Oh, she's talking about these trees. Balboa trees? Balboa trees? I don't know. Some type of a tree that they can be thousands of years old. UFO. As Boabab tree. Oliver, hello, I'm in class right now. Last day just came to say hi. I'm like, thank you, Oliver. Everybody say hi to Oliver. Pay attention in school, Oliver. Knuckle says hi, Ollie. Shearbear says hi, Oliver. Ann says, yes, that is right, Kelly. It's a baobab tree. Okay. Nature says hi to Oliver. Boabab. Boabab. Okay. And this is what they look like, you guys. Wow. That's a cool looking tree. That is a cool looking tree, you guys. Here's another one. Look at these. Look at them. Aren't they amazing, you guys? All right. Oliver says, help. What is 20? I don't know. You're not. I don't know what that is, Oliver. Sorry. Ann says, that's a young one. Show the old ones. Lisa says, good morning, nature dog. Want to watch our friend leave? Here's one. Wow. B says, I must get ready for work now. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, B. Have a wonderful day at work. And be safe out there. Yogi's here. He says, good morning, Daisy. Hi, Yogi. Lisa says, good morning, nature dog. Ann says, hi, nature dog. Nature dog says hi to Lisa and Yogi. Yogi says hi, Chris. Yogi says hi, Ann. Ann says, yeah, that's why they look like when they're over 2,000 years old. Do you see that tree, you guys? Crazy. Sherbert says hi to Yogi. Ann says hi to Yogi. Yogi says hi, Sherbert and Oliver. Stitch Love, hi. Everyone say hi to Stitch Love. Welcome, Stitch Love. How are you? Nature says hi to Ann. And Yogi says hi to Stitch. Hi, everyone. Oliver said, not the rest of the class in the test, me. Just watching this, you finished your test. Gotcha. Foxy said he won at chess. Congratulations, Foxy. Stitch Love says hi to Yogi. Yogi says hi to Foxy. Lisa says, howdy, Stitch Love. Foxy says, one game ended in a draw, though. That's okay. Nature says, great, Foxy. Shearbird says, hi, Foxy. Foxy says, multiple times in a row. You won multiple times in a row. Congratulations. Stitch Love says, howdy, Lisa. Oliver says, oh no, the teacher's watching me. What do I do? You put your phone away. Put your phone away. Foxy says, I asked for a draw since I was too low. I can't read that. I asked for a draw since I was too low on time. To win? Maybe? Too low on time to get checkmate. I got you, Foxy. Okay, bye, everyone. Got to go to gym class. Bye, Oliver. Have fun in school and do well. Thanks for checking in. Everybody say bye to Oliver. And then you go home. Okay, you have a great rest of your day, Oliver. Foxy says, no being on the phone in school. That's right. That's a problem in schools today. He says, be safe, Oliver. Maybe I will come back. I was allowed on my phone. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Oliver. Stitchell says, I'm always on my phone at school. Well, you're not learning nothing if you're on your phone, right? Future generations, I don't know what they're going to do about schools and phones because I just don't know. I'm going to say good morning. Good morning. Ann says, oh, I am rich. Got this message now. Congratulations. You just won 3 cents. Stitch Love, you don't need school? Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do, Stitch Love. Yep. You are 13 years old. You definitely need some school. You have a lot to learn in the world. You do need school. Boxy says, in the school my son goes to, phones are banned. They should be banned. They shouldn't even be allowed to bring them to school. But they're so afraid that they can't get in touch with their mommies nowadays. So what are you going to do? I fill in the surveys for paid. Oh, that's good. And that's cool. Quick 1-minute surveys. Awesome. Knuckles says, I agree, Daisy. No phones. No phones in schools. No, don't even bring them to school. If you have an emergency, they can call, right? We all went to school without phones. And if we had emergencies, they got a hold of the school and they got a hold of us. Shipper says that they banned cell phones in school starting next year here. That's good. They should be. Ann says, been with them for years. Nice, Ann. Cool. Stitch Love says, I'm in math right now. Well, Stitch Love, then you should put your phone away and pay attention in school. I love that you're here, but I would rather you learn in school. Knuckle says, my parents didn't see me till dinner time. That's right. That's right, Knuckle. That's the way we grew up. Boxy says, you need school for a great education so you can have whatever job you can get. I'm sorry, that's not what he said. He said, you need school for a great education so you can have more options on what job you can get. That's right, Foxy. Very smart. I'm pinning that message, Foxy, because that's how much I believe in what you just said. Lisa says, anyone can do them. Oh, the survey is cool. Knuckles says, then I was gone again. That's right. You came home for dinner and then you were gone until the streetlights came on. The teacher left the room. She said we can be on our phones until she comes back. Okay, Stitch Love, good. When she comes back, put it away, okay? Well, you know you need to know math. You do. Math is very important in life, you guys. Ann says, yes, Lisa. Stitch Love says, okay, thank you, Stitch Love. I love that you stopped to see us, but school is way more important. You can join our stream tonight for puzzles at 8 p.m. And that way you won't be in school then. I was a country boy, so no street lights. Oh, okay. So what time did you have to be home at, Knuckle? Stitch Love says 1 + 1 = 11. No, Stitch Love. Foxy says, since not having many options on jobs, when you're an adult, it's not fun. Knuckle says 9. You had to be home at 9. Yeah, I had to be home at 9 or 10, depending how old I was. Knuckle says same. Ann says, if you want the link, Lisa, just send me a message to my email. It's in my About section. I'll send you the link. Thank you, Ann. Stitch Love says 2 + 1 = 21. No, 2 + 1 is 3. 2 + 1 = 3. You can't change the math, you guys. 2 plus 1 equals 3. And everyone, thank you for being here. Knuckle says, yes, right, stitched. Good job. 2 plus 1 is not 21, though, Knuckle. It's 3. How pretty the water looks, you guys. Isn't it pretty today? Yeah, it's a beautiful day. What is he dumping in the... He just dumped something in the water. Stitch Love says 4 plus 4 equals 44. No, it doesn't equals 8. Stitch Love says right. I think so, Stitched. All right, Knuckle. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Someone asked me what happened to common sense. What was your response, Lisa? How would you answer that question? If someone asked what happened to common sense, what would you say? Oh, look at... Oh, we had birds. We didn't get to see them. Anne says, oh golly, another tooth playing up. Going to burn my lips again with the clover oil, but it worked instantly on tooth. Oh, Anne, I'm so sorry. Knuckle says, I think the phones took it away. Anne says, I agree, Knuckle. Lisa says, it went out with good manners. Oh, I like that. I like that response. I like that response. We're going to pin that one. All right, we pinned that, Lisa. I like that. Stitch Love says 9 plus 9 equals a dead person. Is that his like personal little toilet that he's dumping in there? And says it's such a pet peeve of mine in this house. Knuckle says, how do you pin something? Okay, Knuckle, when you're on your live stream and say, I write to you, hi, Knuckle, then you touch where I said, hi, Knuckle, and at the very top of the screen, it says pin message. And then you pin it. Practice it today. Ann says, I'm all alone at weekends because all 3 men here, 6 glued to their phones 24 hours a day. That would drive me crazy. Stitch Love says 99. Foxy says, I'm leaving. Bye, Foxy. Have a good day, Foxy. Thank you for being here. Everybody say bye to Foxy. Knuckle says, okay, I'll try that. Hey, can I ask you a favor? Sure, Knuckle, what's up? I'll help you in any way that I can. Yeah, it's while you're on the live stream, and only you can do it, I think. I'm pretty sure only you're the one that can pin it. Everybody say bye to Foxy. Bye, Foxy. Foxy, Foxy, Foxy. The clouds, you guys. Stitch Love says, what is 1 minus 9 something? I don't even know what you're talking about, Stitch Love. Share Bear says, hi, Foxy. Or says, bye, Foxy. Have a blessed, great. I'm sorry. Share Bear says, have a great, blessed day, Foxy. Knuckles says, I have a friend that's staging a YouTube channel. Oh, starting? He's a young man, maybe 13. He's a good kid. Can I put his link here to help him get some subs? Sure you can, Knuckle. Of course. But a lot of people, you got to make sure that they know he's 13. A lot of people don't want young kids on their channels. But sure, absolutely. Lisa says, bye, Foxy. Ann says, did you read what I said, Kelly? The phone rang and I could hear you. No. No, I didn't see that. Oh, you couldn't hear me. Are you sure? Yes, Knuckle, I'm sure. Hold on, Ann. Let me go back. You said they're on their phones. Yeah, and I don't see that even now. The phone rang and I don't see where you said that. The phone rang and you couldn't hear me. Are you sure? Yes. Stardashians. Good morning, Daisy. Hello, Stardashians. Everybody say hi to the Stardashians. Share Bear's hi, Stardashian. Stardashian says hi to Share Bear. Share Bear says knuckle busted numbskull. Of course, you know Kelly is awesome like that. Oh, thank you, Share Bear. Ann says I don't connect to kids. It's not good in my opinion. I'm too old for kids. I hear ya. Stardashian says hello everyone, and Ann says hi, Share Bear. And I am caught up. Stardashian says how are you, Daisy? I'm good, Eric. How about yourself? Stitch Love says right. Stitch Love says 7 plus 7 equals 77. No, 7 plus 7 equals 14. Daisy, ma'am, sorry, I shouldn't have put my 2 cents in and let you answer that. That's okay, Share Bear. It's fine. It's fine. Stitch Love says nope. Or Share Bear says nope, Stitch Love. Lisa says, hi, Stardashians. Oh, we just had a bunch of ibis fly right over us. Lisa says, hello, Stardashians. Knuckle there's the Slingshot channel. Oh, he has a Slingshot channel. Thank you, Knuckle. Stardashian says, I'm just getting my lazy butt up. That's okay. Good morning. Stardashian says, hi, Lisa. Knuckle says, hi, Star. Shiver says, Knuckle, the link doesn't work. And Stardashian says, hey, Knuckle. The link doesn't work. Yeah, Knuckle, it doesn't work. Let me remove this. Okay, I took the bad link down. All right, hold on. Stardashian says, I'm okay, just getting up my lazy butt. Gotcha. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Stardashians. Shares it doesn't work. Star says, hi, Knuckle. Stitch Love is telling us some math that is not correct. Stitch Love says, right. Put another link. All right, that link worked, Knuckle. Thank you so much. Yeah, it works now. That link works now. Yes, it works. Yep. I think it did. Yes, it did. Very nice, respectful young boy. Oh, that's nice. Like a Madden Morris, right? Everybody, we love Madden Morris. Here you go. This is the kid. All right. I just subbed to him. All right, everybody. That's who he is. Richard. okay? We can all help him. If anybody wants to sub up, you can. Share Bear says, Knuckle, I sub with both of yours. Thank you, Share Bear. Knuckle says, thank you, Share Bear. Yes, thank you. Abigail says, hi. Abigail's here, everybody. She says she's doing amazing. Good to see you, Abigail. Happy Monday. Stitchloff says, I'm good at math. Knuckle says, I made a slingshot mail package. He's going to like it. Well, I hope he may get it today. Oh, that's so exciting, Knuckle. That's so kind of you. Stitching It Up says, howdy, everyone. Everyone say hi to Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life. You know her as Elisa. Anne says, hi, Stitching. Knuckle says, Share, can I ask you a favor? Stitch Love says, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Stitching Up says, hi, Anne. Anne says, sorry, I have toothache. Can't take a lot. I get it, Anne. Stitch Love says, see, I'm good at math. Stitching says, was never good at math. Stitching Up says, hey, Stitch Love. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful day. We have 9:58 on Monday, April 14th, 2025. Tomorrow's tax day, you guys. And we have 75 degrees. 75. Knuckles says, as long as the math is smaller than my hand, too, I'm great at it. Stitch Love says, hey, Stitching It Up. Daisy's got the hiccups. Minnie Mouse, yes. Yes, she's on my watch. There's lots of watch faces you can choose. I choose Minnie. I love Minnie, you know. Floofy Dog. Good morning, Floofy Dog. Good morning, Floofy Dog. Anne says, I use my calculator. It's quicker than my brain. It is, but see, you need to exercise your brain, you guys. And that's the problem with the kids coming up today. Like, what kind of health issues are they going to have when they get a little older? Because they are not using their brain. I don't know. It's scary. Stitching Up just can't stay. Going home to nap. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Stitching It Up. Have a good day. 5 and 9 is 15. No, it's 14. Floofy, did anyone watch The Last of Us season 2? No. Nope. Anybody else? Uh-oh. That sounds close by. Yeah, they will be in trouble if power goes out. Yeah. And the internet goes down. Can you imagine? Yeah, as a child, we didn't have calculators, but now at 61, I think I deserve it. I agree with you, Anne. I agree with you. Floofy says, what's going on? What's going on with you, Floofy? Look at you guys. We have 10 a.m. That's my picture. It's exactly 10 a.m., you guys. Stitch Love says 8 and 9 is 89. Nope, it's 17. Stitch Love says right. Anne says, hi, Floofy Dog. Floofy says, it's 9 here. You're an hour behind me. Anne says, I did share I did my share to the world. There you go, Ann. Foofy says, hi, Ann. Uh, I love you, Ann. You're so fun. Ann is so fun, you guys. I'm not kidding you. Floofy dog says, hi, Ann. Hi, Floofy. How are you? Thank you for being here. We're going to hang out about another 10 minutes, you guys. And then we are taking off. We're going to do our YouTube duty and do some watch time for everybody. And we'll be back at 8 p.m. tonight with puzzles. Don't forget. Stitch Love says 21 plus 2. Ann says, I just have a way with words when I type, but when I go live, my darn brain freezes. Your lives are great, Ann. Give yourself some credit. You do very good. Floofy Dog, YouTube is setting up live stream. It says we'll be ready. Yes, it takes 24 hours. That's right, Floofy. Sorry, I keep moving this. Ann says, I have big critics about my lives. I probably do too, but I don't care. You do your lives. You enjoy doing your lives. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Floofy, so I'll be able to live stream soon. Great, Floofy Dog. I can't wait to check it out. Knuckles says, cool, Floofy. Knuckles says, really, Ann? Critiques, I meant to say. Oh, they critique you. Yeah. This is like a Monday morning quarterback, right? Is my answer correct, says Stitch Love? 23? Yeah, Stitch Love, that's right. Good answer. Knuckle says, right, Mrs. Daisy. That's right, Knuckle. Ann says, yes, Knuckles. Was told it's boring. Was told I sound stupid and a few more choice words. Oh my God, Ann. I would block those people. Stitch Love says, yay. Nature says, hi, Stitch Love and Floofy Dog. Floofy Dog says, most of my streams are gaming. Maybe I'll do some when I'm doing crafts or drawing. You should. Floofy says, hi, Nature, and sends love. Knuckles says, that's great, Ann. Or that's crazy, Ann. Sorry. Stitch Love says, hi, Mama Nature. Knuckles says, I'm sure they were fine. They were fine. She's fine. She does great. Ann says, there's some nasty people on YouTube streets. There are. Yes, there is. Yep. And you could choose to keep those people on your channel. You can not, you can choose to not have them on your channel. It's your channel. You can do whatever you want. Floofy Dog says, yeah, I got a few hate comments. I blocked them. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want that in your life, block it. Block it out. If you don't care, then that's okay. She says, no, I kicked the bugger out. Good job, Ann. I'll try to catch the next one, Ann. Yep, or you know what? You can always watch her live stream on replay. Floofy the dog says no negativity, only love and support. That's right, Floofy. That's right. If somebody wants to come here and be mean, they can go do it on somebody else's channel. Ann says, but he changed his name and came again. Oh, one of those. Floofy dog sending more love. Ann says, as if I won't know it's him, right, Ann? Nature says, Ann, I'm sorry to hear that. I have people who give me constructive criticism that helps me. Yet people being downright mean is always a reflection, a problem with that person. That's right, Nature. That's right, young lady. Knuckles says, right, Ann. This is the bottom line, you guys. This is the bottom line right here. At the end of the day, it's your channel. You can allow people you want. You cannot allow people you don't want. You can block people. You can keep people. You can. It's your channel. You do what you want on your channel. Ann says, I was told to forgive him because he's bipolar. Then I said he shouldn't make his problem mine. That's right. Don't force your problem on me. Floofy says, love you all. I'm going to go check on Stardashians. Thank you, Floofy. Have a good day. Oliver says, I'm home from school. Yippee. Yay, Oliver. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A couple more minutes. We're going to take off. Okay, we're going to make some breakfast. We're going to do some YouTube. We're going to do some diamond painting. I have to pay my taxes today. And we will be back tonight for puzzles. Don't you forget. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, don't forget our friend Knuckle Busted Numbskull has a live stream at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Knuckle Busted Numbskull is live at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Also, Nature Dog Realms is live at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So check out Nature Dog Realms live today at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Check out Knuckle Busted Numbskull today live at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Nature says there are a lot of people who are cruel, that are jealous, insecure, and do things very hurtful. Yet it will backfire on them in the long run. Most times you're right, yep. Floofy Dog says taxes, no fun, no. I don't want to part with the little bit of money I have. Ann says true, Nature Dog. Karma gets you, it does. Stardashian's not live yet. Okay, Floofy. Well, thanks for being here. Make sure you check out everyone's channels in the chat, the wonderful people who are here, and their wonderful channels. Watch everyone's, watch people's shorts, watch their live streams, watch their videos, like and subscribe or comment. We do have a channel membership nowadays, you guys. Don't feel pressured to join. I'm just mentioning it. And I'm working on a lot of members-only content and members-only live streams. It's all coming up soon with great emojis and some separate content just for you. Also, you get content earlier on a lot of things. I'll let my members get the content for a day or a week, just so y'all know. Thank you so much. Floofy says, I think I'm subscribed to all of them. Good, Floofy. Nature says, Ann, you are a wonderful, wonderful person. She is, Nature, and so are you. Ann is a lovely lady. And so are you. All you guys are lovely people, and I care about you guys so much. All right. Ann says, I finally convinced hubby he's a hoarder. He came home with empty glass jam bottles from Azerbaijan. What for, Ann? Thank you so much, and so are you, Nature, says Ann. Floofy Dog sending us some love. Thank you, Floofy. Floofy says, OMG, Ann. OMG, Ann. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Happy Monday. Monday, April 14th, 2025. Kelly, I sent you a quick email. Too much to text. Oh, thank you. All right, Nature, I'll check it after lunch. Thank you. Well, it depends. Which email did you send it to? I can access my regular email now, but the Daisy and Mom email, I have to get on my computer for that one. That's not hoarding, Anne. He is one filled with a whole loft in the cellar. He can't throw away stuff. Oh, honestly, that's me with my posters. Cool, Floofy. Floofy dog sending us some love. Thank you, Floofy. It's no rush, just some tips. Oh, thank you, Nature. That'd be great. Thank you so much. I'm always looking for people's help, always. Nature says the only one I have. Okay. Yes, you have my regular email. Good. Thank you, thank you. Ann says we have 7 broken fans, 9 broken heaters, 3 broken washing machines, 2 tumble dryers, and so the list goes on. Sorry, Ann. Floofy Dog sends more love. Thank you, Floofy. I have a good friend on YouTube who gives me tips, and it helps me so much. Good, Nature, thank you. Thank you for passing it along. Ann says he is hoarding. Yeah, he hoards. Well, he's just waiting for the scrap prices to go up. Do they do that over there, Knuckle? Do they do that over there? She's in Turkey. Don't forget, Turkey's different. Floofy sending us more love. Thank you, Floofy. And lots more love. Thank you, Floofy. All right, everybody, we're going to say goodbye. We're going to go have some breakfast, okay? Kelly's a little hungry. Laugh aloud, Knuckle. He always says it. I might be needed later. It might be needed later. Yeah. For parts, right? You're going to need it for parts. Bye, Floofy Dog. Bye, Ann. Bye, Knuckle. Bye, everyone. We are parts already needed. Love you all. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, everyone. Ann says bye. One more quick look around. Ann says have fun. Oh, I'm just mostly hungry. Pretty sky, huh? Bird. Knuckle says later, everyone. Don't forget later. Knuckle has a live stream today at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And Nature Dog Realms has her live at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Adjust your time accordingly. Ann says I'm going to eat supper now. All right. Bye, everybody. Knuckle says bye, Ann. Bye, Knuckle. Bye, Ann. Bye, Nature. Bye, Floofy. Bye, Share Bear. Bye, everyone who was here. Happy Monday. We'll see you tonight for puzzle time. Crosswords tonight, 8 o'clock. I love you guys. Floofy says bye. Sherry, hi. Everyone say hi to Sherry and bye to Sherry. Lisa says, Ann, breakfast here. Oh, I'm so hungry, you guys. Have a wonderful day, Nature says. Happy Monday, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. One more look at my sweet baby. I got to take her out, too. Hi. Aw, thank you, Knuckle. Thank you, buddy. All right. We are going to go have some breakfast. All right. One more like to hit 30. One more like. One more like. One more like. Anyone who's sitting out there watching us before we go, please hit that like button. Thank you and thank you and thank you. Happy Monday. All right. Daisy's sleeping. She is, Sherry. Yes, she is. Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday. We'll see you tonight for puzzle time. And check out all my friends in the chat and their beautiful channels. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye, Stacy. Bye, everyone. Love you guys.